I know how painful it is to believe something when it's not true. And we don't know that it's not true because we believe it. And so we fight for it. We argue with other people who don't believe the way we believe. That's why nations sometimes are at war with each other. It's why we're at war with people in our own family. It's why we're at war with ourselves.
In the dark night of our soul, we feel helpless and lost. We think that no one understands us, that we are desperately alone. We become outraged or drown in shame because we believe our thoughts. We are convinced that our suffering is unique. We believe that we are what we think, that our world is how we perceive it to be.
I work with so many people that are afraid to go out at night alone. And they believe, some harm will come to them. And I'm not saying that harm will not come to them. But when I walk them through these 4 questions and turn around and they answer it, they come to see that everything they're fearing is so often unfounded. And they begin to walk intelligently, taking care of themselves and enjoying life again.
Through her personal story of pain and addiction, Byron Katie realized that her thoughts were causing her pain. She developed a simple system called the work to question each thought and turn them around.
I'm inviting people to see thoughts not as an enemy, but thoughts appearing to be met with understanding and unconditional love. And the only way we can do that, in my experience, is one by one to question, sweetheart, is that true? Can you absolutely know that that's true? And what happens when you believe that thought? And who would you be without it? And then turn the thought that you're working on around and see if that is as true or truer. And don't try to make it as true or truer. This work is for the authentic. But to simply consider and then to see how your life shifts.
What happens to our reality if we question our thoughts, if it has not to be the way we think it is? Who are we without our story? That story that we have imagined has made us to what we are now. Who are we if we stop believing that we know what it means to be healthy or sick, desperate or happy, a man or a woman?
The work is a way to identify thoughts that cause all the suffering and violence in the world. And anyone with an open mind can do it because it is so simple.
Byron Katie sees herself neither as a healer nor a therapist. She only wants to support people helping themselves. Like the ancient Hawaiian shamans would say, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.